Welcome to the Oakley yard. I just pulled in. I'm parked here by the new shop. Well, still under construction shop. I'm getting older. It's getting harder to get in and out of that truck. But here is the new shop that's being put in. Adjacent to, well, across from, I'll spin here, the old shop, the original shop. So it's been under construction. This behind me, if you go back to a lot of older videos, this used to be the old headquarters building. That was demolished and tore down. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I pulled up right next to this high lift here in just a second. But this used to be the old headquarters. Over here, the wash bay, obviously the main yard in the back, but gonna have shop offices down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 bays. I think the middle, they said in a podcast, is going to be a parts room. And then over time, they're going to refurbish the original shop and update it. So a lot happening here, a lot going on, a lot of progress. It's a good thing. It'll certainly be more efficient. But a piece of rebar, I want to run over that. But I'm going to show you guys. I am parked right up next to this high lift. And the reason why is because up top right there is an elastic cord that goes in the end of the tarp and ties off. And when you unroll the tarp, that elastic cord stretches. And its purpose is that when you re-roll your tarp, that assists the front of the tarp and pulls it back over. Because remember, you're 40 feet back there with a handle. And it's kind of hard to get leverage on the very front of this, so that assists in pulling that back and springing it back into position. Well, it broke. It's frayed. It must have got torn right now. I just have it tucked up in there. Well, right here is a new one. I called Toby Friday when that thing broke on me. It did it when I was loading that glass that you saw in the last video. Went and rolled my tarp back, and I looked, and I got this string hanging down. It's all frayed out like 550 cord, paracord. And I called Toby, said, man, I need to get one of these. I'm passing by. Can you leave one? He did. He left it in the box. So I'm going to hop up and fix it. And that's why I pulled up next to this high lift. Easy for me to get up there and knock it out. So we're going to make that happen and get it done. But this video, even though I just put one out yesterday, is going to be talking about men's mental health and men's mental health awareness. And I've got to thank Dooner Livingstone in his last video for prompting me to do this. Dooner, aka Jimmy Cole, works for Kaiser Transport. He's had a YouTube channel for a long time. He's one of the OGs out here on YouTube trucking. Man, I love that guy. I do. And what do I love about Jimmy Cole? He's honest, he's authentic, and he's 100% real. You know what you're getting with him. And I really appreciate that about him. I do. And he just put out a video today about vulnerabilities and mental health. And you know what? I want to piggyback on that, so stay tuned. Okay, I worked out. I was able to use that high lift right there to get up and fix my trailer right there. So it's all buttoned up. It's good to go. We're going to get it wrapped. I just ran into Luigi, one of our owner-operators over in the lounge. He is a great guy. He did a podcast, and it was one of the most watched podcasts here at Oakley in the history of the podcast. Go check it out. It was about maybe a year ago. He's a great guy. I tell you, just a super nice guy. I always enjoy talking to him. Again, Luigi, go check out that podcast with Jeremy Kellett. It was great. Hey, this video is going to be a little bit different. I want to talk to you guys about men's mental health. I guess it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. As I just stated a little bit ago, Thank you, Dooner Livingstone, aka Jimmy Cole, for reminding me of that. I had read something about that not long ago and didn't even really pay much never mind to it. But you know what? It's important to discuss this. It really is. I read a statistic not long ago that the number one demographic for suicide in this country is white males between the age of 30 and 50. That's the number one demographic. Now, unless that's changed, I don't know. But I heard that not long ago, that white dudes between the age of 30 and 50 were the top group for suicide. That's terrible. Veterans, a lot of us have heard the expression 22. On average, 22 veterans a day take their life. That's tragic. I mean, strong men, capable, been through a lot, and yet they're committing suicide. 22 veterans a day. And then again, the demographic of 30 to 50-year-old white dudes. And you say, what is going on with that? You know, men have been conditioned, including myself, suck it up, don't talk about it, bottle it all up, keep it all in. Just keep grinding, You know, if you're not wealthy, you're a failure. If you don't have all this fancy stuff or whatever, you're a failure. Men see all this crap on social media. You know, they often think, what am I doing wrong? So they work harder, and they don't ever get ahead. And it really is misleading. A lot of what you see on social media, a lot of what you see with your friends, etc. And guys eventually just reach that saturation point where their cup is running over. They're clogged. They're waterlogged. They're saturated, guys. They just can't take it anymore. And their way out, unfortunately, is ending their life. And that is terrible. There needs to be more avenues for men to express themselves and talk about things. By and large, more and more, there are more things coming available for that. But guys, if you have something that's bothering you, or you're just in a massive state of depression, you need to reach out to a professional. There's no harm in that. There's no losing pride. Suck up your pride, okay? There's no failure in that. Get the help that you need. You know, I'll tell you, I've been regularly seeing my psychologist for years, going all the way back to probably 2005, 2006, almost 20 years now. His name is Colin. He's a great guy. Unfortunately, he's probably about to pass. He's having massive heart issues. He's getting a lot older. Colin, he's almost 70. And it just sucks because I know someone that I've confided in for so long is no longer going to be there for me. And now I have to find somebody new. That's stress in and of itself right there. But I have been talking to him at least quarterly for years. And it's huge in helping me. You need to do that. You know, something that a lot of us men, I've heard this question before, and a lot of us men prefer this. They said, would you rather be loved or would you rather be respected? And by and large, most men will tell you, probably 95% to 5%, these daggone gnats, I'm sorry, they keep buzzing around me. They would rather be respected. Okay? And that's the problem nowadays. Nobody shows anybody any respect. Unfortunately, many spouses don't show respect. Kids don't show respect because of what they're being taught in schools and all that crap. Your coworkers don't show you any respect. You know, I had one of my mentors tell me a long time ago an acronym, and it's called WIFM. And he used to say, Jimmy, WIFM. I'd be like, John, what are you talking about? WIFM. We live in a society, what's in it for me? WIFM. And unfortunately, that's true. Everybody's out for themselves. Screw you, screw everybody. Doesn't matter whether they walk all over you, disrespect you, steal from you, lie to you, do whatever they have to do to get ahead. And it is unfortunate that so much of our society is like that. I mean, look at the way people drive. They'll cut me off in a heartbeat just to get to the exit because it's all about them. They don't give a crap. Run you off the road, wreck you, they don't care. As long as they get to that exit, because where they're going is more important than where you're going. We just live in a total society of disrespect, and it's sad. We have degraded that far. And it's unfortunate. And, you know, for so many different reasons, men are just feeling that they're done. They're done. And they're not reaching out to people. The only thing they're reaching out to is either some pills or a weapon to take their life. Okay? Guys, reach out to people. Get some help. I struggle. Are you kidding me? I had to take Gizmo off the truck starting this week. He was just getting to the point where he was agitated all the time in the truck. He was constantly running out, even though I'm driving down the road. And I would think he's got to go potty. I would get him out, and he wants to take off. And here he was just getting totally confined in the truck. You know, a few months ago, a month ago, I had to rush him to the emergency room. I've taken him to 2 emergency rooms in the last few months, one here in Little Rock and one in Texas. And he was just not doing well. So I had to take him out. He's at home, so he's not with me. I had him out here for almost a year? You know, and it just sucks. You know, my little buddy was out here on the road, now he's gone. You know, and this is the first week that I've been out without him, and I don't like it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's depressing. You know, so I'm just trying to keep myself occupied and keep going and, you know, work through it. But, you know, there's just many things that can affect us. So men, reach out to somebody. If you're having a problem, get the help that you need. Talk to people. Don't bottle it up. Don't sit here and let it well up inside of you to the point where you feel like you have no release. Talk to somebody. Confide in somebody. That's the best I have for you. Philippians 4:6. Do not be anxious about anything, but with prayer and supplication, take it to the Lord. All right? That's my scripture. Reach out to the good Lord above when you're having those times. Say a prayer. Ask God to help you. Ask him to calm that depression and nervous spirit, at least enough for you to go get some help. There's no harm in that. There's nothing wrong with that. Hope you guys are having the best day of your life. Thank you again, Dooner, for reminding me through your video to put this one up. God bless you. Peace out.